Welcome to the Folktale Project. This is Dan Scholes. This week we've had, a long and really rather depressing tale filled with vengeance and wishes for death to children. And quite frankly, it's been a bit heavy, hasn't it? So before we head next week into some tales from Aesop as a lovely little palate cleanser, I thought we might hit one last tale from France. And this one is, from the French Aesop. This is a story from La Fontaine. His tales are, they're short. They rhyme, if you catch it. And this one in particular seems to add a bit of levity to the entire royal problem that we encountered with the Princess Rosette. This is The Fox, the Monkey, and the Other Animals. The animals, the lion dead, resolved to choose a king instead. The crown was taken from its case, a dragon guarded well the place. They tried the crown, but when they'd done, it would not fit a single one, some heads too large and some too small. Many had horns, but defects in all. The monkey, laughing, tried it too, and got his mocking visage through. With many wild, fantastic faces and twisting gambols and grimaces, a hoop at last around his waist he wore it, and they cried, "Well placed!" He was elected. Each one paid their homage to the king they'd made. The fox alone laments the choice, but he chokes it down with flattering voice, paving his little compliments to hide his secret sentiments. "Sire," to the king he said, "I've pleasure to tell you I found a treasure, a secret, but to me alone all treasures fall unto the throne." The young king, eager at finance, ran fast himself to catch the chance. It was a trap, and he was caught. The fox said when his aid he sought, "You think to govern us and rule, you cannot save yourself, you fool." They turned him out, and with some wit agreed that few a crown will fit. And that is The Fox, the Monkey, and the Other Animals, a story from La Fontaine that, again, this adds a little bit of levity to the idea of the king and finding the right person who really deserves it. Someone very opposite to the monkey, and indeed very opposite to the king from the history of Princess Rosette. This is Dan Scholes for the Folktale Project. Don't forget that you can subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Overcast, anywhere you like to get your podcasts. You can follow us on Twitter at Folktale Project. You can find us on Auto Radio, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, anywhere you like to listen. And you can always head over to folktaleproject.com, where you'll find a new story waiting for you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Next week we'll be back with 3 new tales, many new tales, from Aesop. As always, thank you so much for listening.